Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Thursday. I do a long fall like that when I can't remember what day it is, and then eventually, hopefully, I remember what day it is. Anyway, the show that puts glennzb, yes, it's me, up your Periscope. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world on Thursday, although in most of the world it's Wednesday. But anyway, this has got off to a very rocky start, and I bring the world back here to New Zealand because it's been a stressful morning here at News Talk ZB. See, I'm back in one of the, not the biggest studio, but the second biggest studio. And it was panic stations this morning because it was a very complicated time this morning in the 6 o'clock hour because we had Mike Dawson, you know, our canoe slalom kayaker guy. Because we all know the difference between canoeing and kayaking. Anyway, he was paddling for a medal. And so we wanted to take that live and play some highlights of other people who'd been slaloming in their kayak canoes. And just as that was happening, and you know, I've got to put a whole show to air at the same time, the power went off. And all the lights went out. And some computers turned off, some didn't, some came back on again, some didn't. So that was interesting. So if I look a bit... Anyway. So... Anyway. Yeah, there are no words, basically. Because then Mike Dawson didn't do very well. The upshot of all that was, I mean, like, he's still in the top 10 slalom canoe kayakers in the world, so that's good, right? But yeah, not in the top 1, 2, or 3. But yeah, I don't really have an explanation, and that seemed to be the story from a lot of the people who didn't do as well as they'd hoped. Linda Willemsen didn't do very good in the cycling. She couldn't quite explain what happened there. And then the Sevens team, they're gone. I think they can't quite explain that. There's a lot of people not being able to explain things. Can we get somebody else to explain why they didn't go so well? Because if they want to play those games again, I mean, maybe we should stop bothering with minor sports like cycling and rugby and really stick to the things like throwing weird objects and going backwards on the water. I think we'll concentrate on those ones. What do you think? So yeah, I don't have explanations. There are no words. Other words that you don't want to... There's a word that you don't want to hear when you go to the doctor and you think that you've got cancer. The word is pancreas. You never hear the word pancreas unless it's very bad news. Like, it's just sitting there, minding its own business, presumably doing whatever it is that it does. This is in relation to our legend, of course, the terrible news that Colin Meads has been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. That ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Lymph node, that's another word that you don't ever want. Nobody ever said, oh, lymph node's looking good. You hardly ever hear that. There are words you just never want to hear. And then I'm thinking, Trump. I think it's time we wrapped it up now, isn't it? After yesterday, basically soliciting people to assassinate Hillary Clinton, or at least to shoot her a bit. I think, even for Trump, I do wonder if that's just going a little bit far. Like, have we got to the point now in the presidential election process where the candidates can just ask people to kill their opponents for them? I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against that. That makes it an exciting, high-stakes affair. But I'm just wondering if we've gone away a little bit from what it's all about. Again, I don't fully understand how the American electoral system works, so it may be more complicated than I understood. But yeah, I think we've probably had enough of that now, haven't we, Donald? Can you go back to whatever it was you were doing before and stop annoying me here in this job? I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me. Up your Periscope. See you back here again tomorrow.